And it's the ego that we're really up against here. The ego is this bundles of self-definitions. It's these forces that actually never sleeps. It's always there, creating these ramparts of protection of our false individuality. And its meditation can actually send some rockets of divine perception to break down some of those ramparts. And that's why it's important to keep meditating all the time, because the ego is always there reconstructing the ramparts, but our meditation can keep sending those salvos into it to break open some of those ramparts and those self-definitions. But there's also the ups and downs, and it's these ups and downs which we can focus on, which are really important. So the ups are when we're actually closer to the divine, when those veils part a little bit, when we can touch Divine Mother's hem. And those experiences come to all of us. It's not always samadhi, it's rarely samadhi, oneness, but we all have those times when we're moving upward. And these are very important. It can also be important the times when we're down, because if we have enough realization, enough focus, those can be very important things to very important moments to bring us back to our practices of the divine. So what are some of these things that we can focus on? The first one is just be glad you're on the spiritual path, and don't ever forget that. And realize that you have this intention to find God. You know you're not happy where you are, and there's this intention to always be looking for the divine, always be looking for that communion, always trying to do that. Hold on to those divine experiences, because time doesn't exist. Space doesn't exist. You can always go back to that profound experience. You can always go back to that feeling, that oneness, that realization of what a Shiva Lingam is, that connection with the Master. You can go back to that connection with Divine Mother. Even if it was only that instant, you can tune into it again if you remember it. And then always have that sense of what it is I'm doing, that devotional aspect. I'm here in this life. I am trying to find God. I am trying to realize that eternal oneness which is all around me all the time. I may not be there every moment, but I have that intention at all times.